So we're in the draft of game number 2 here. Casting Couch versus Dorpstack. As I said for the crash, we have Casting Couch on Radiant, Dorpstack on Dire. And it looks like we have Faceless Void Snapfire for Casting Couch, and Dorpstack have picked up an Oracle Silencer Mars. Okay. Silencer obviously very good against the Snapfire with that global silence. Oracle a great save hero, and Mars is just a good offlaner. So both of these lineups I'm pretty happy with. We do see the Doom and the Naga banned. Unsurprising, those heroes looked so good last game that you just gotta get rid of them. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna lose my internet again, and it'll be bad. Casting Couch picked up the Nyx Assassin, an interesting pickup. Usually you'd see that encounter to the Snapfire, but this game they want to take it themselves. Now there are a lot of dots. There's a lot of big damage instances to reflect as well. So it's not bad. Oracle and Silencer are both pretty squishy, so very susceptible to that damage as well. Sorry, even just 1 second, guys.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Alright, so we have a DP this time for the side of Dorpstack. That is a solid pickup for them. Helps a lot in their lineup. They have a very fighting lineup.
5 seconds. It is Radiant's man.
Bloodseeker.
Seconds remain. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to ban.
Alright, and we have a Bloodseeker for Casting Couch as we enter into the final wave of bans. Again, sorry I'm a bit quiet. I'm rapidly trying to figure out what caused my issue here.
Radiant's turn to ban. Seconds. 5 seconds. opponent's turn to pick.
Alright, sorry, I'm gonna give up and hope my issues do not return.
Seconds remain.
So we enter into the final pick for Casting Couch here. And, yeah, we'll have to see what they elect to go for. And their lineup could use a bit of push. The DP's already been taken, unfortunately, so won't really be in the cards for them. You have, I suppose, decent enough push. Between the Faceless and the Snapfire, that minus armor is a good pushing ability. They're taking their due time, their entire pool, and they will elect to take a Witch Doctor. So it is going to be the mid Snapfire they have decided. Letting the Snapfire take over that pushing role, get the Witch Doctor for the good damage. These are going to see a 4 Nyx with a 3 Bloodseeker.
10 seconds remain.
And Dorpstack will respond with an Anti-Mage. An interesting decision, is a little bit vulnerable to the Faceless Void and the Bloodseeker. Could be in trouble if he gets caught out. But we'll have to see how the actual game goes. All right, looking at the drafts. Sorry, sorry. I'm again, unfortunately, in a bit of a panic due to the. It's a circuit break. I had a circuit break happen, and I had to scramble to fix it, and I'm wondering what caused it. But all right, real quick, looking at these drafts, I've got to say, both teams look excellent. I think it's going to come down to the team fights. If Shady Souls can get a Chrono on an Anti-Mage and Oracle, or like does kill target an Oracle, Bloodseeker can rupture the Anti-Mage. They have a really good fight. Snapfire's not going to get a lot of ults off due to Global Silence, but Snap will eventually become powerful without it. And the later this game goes, the more heavily I start to favor Casting Couch, for certain. Let's try this again. There we go. So, here we go. Game number 2. I'm going to want to take a quick look at the mid matchup. Snapfire versus DP. Snapfire's honestly pretty scary. A very high amount of burst damage on the Snapfire. Between the Scatterblast and the Cookie, you just deal a ton of damage. So DP has to be careful. DP does have good ways to sustain with that Spirit Siphon. That is the name of it. Good. Sorry, everyone. I gotta check my work. I want to become the best, so I have to memorize everything. Looks like we do have Dops on the Nyx Assassin going for the Impale Spiked Carapace. This is just Mana Burn. Another sort of boring named hero. It's like back when Slardar used to have boring names for all of his abilities. But it looks like we have 3 heroes positioning around the bottom for Dorpstack. Now Shady Souls hasn't leveled, so he could take a Q and try and get out here. Question is, will a cast come out? No, they'll actually put out a Maledict. So we'll get some okay damage into Wide Dorp, but will not get the bounty runes. It will get 2 in the top lane, though. So, 2 for 2, and decent damage. But this double melee lane may struggle a bit into an Oracle, however. Once Stops has that by Carapace, will be able to reflect a lot of the damage from Sure Shot. Look at this, instantly setting up, but actually missing that last hit. You hate to see it. Yeah, I'm real interested in this mid lane. They both are kind of spammy heroes with their abilities. And they both have okay damage. But obviously, DP takes the lead on that. However, I think 3.3 gain, 3.5 gain. So yeah, even their gains are pretty similar. Yeah, look at this. They're just duking it out. Oh, an unfortunate miss. Down bottom, Blue and Capgrass battling it out. A nice little Maledict will make it very hard for Capgrass to really commit here. As, ooh, what a stun! That'll actually be first blood. Oh, a nice juke. Capgrass isn't going to find the damage, and that'll end up being a first blood for the Faceless Void. It was a great spear that made it look like it was going to go the way of Capgrass, but not quite. So a good start for Shady Souls. Actually, Wide Dorp has to be a bit careful himself, as could take a lot of damage. Level 1 Maledict, not going to be the source of a kill, though. It's a good ability, but it's not that good. The side pull has been acquired for the Radiant side here. Oh, AM, though, with the blink, is going to take out Garner's Courier. He did get his Bassi. And I'm glad to see a Bassi in this lane, but now it stops. He has to press E and get the Reflect. And in the meantime, in the mid lane, both heroes killed each other. So XP going the way of the DP, but Gold going the way of the Snapfire. Unless DP managed to instantly spend the gold, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Down bottom, too. Ooh, Hydorp tries to get a little cheeky, but it doesn't quite work out. As actually, the Bloodseeker almost died as well, but got healed up. So far, things are looking pretty good for the DP. Thirdly killed, gives her the level advantage. Actually, a very significant level advantage. Almost an entire level. While, unfortunately, Snap is just forced to play back. Oh, a nice little bit of chunk. Because with these bracers, Snapfire is both very tanky and does quite a significant amount of damage. Up top, Garner, out of mana, so unable to really harass too much. Sam always has that blink away.
I deny you.
So a little bit of press. Actually, Blue in quite a bit of trouble. Taking a lot of damage. Will fall. The spear just barely clips. Nice little kill going his way. Andrew, ain't quite passive. Just to keep in mind this level disadvantage. Still about a whole level behind. But I have to say, I feel like as these levels go on, it's Andrew that gets the kill potential. And he just has a base 8.3 HP regen. There's a regen rune available for Narrow, so he is just able to spam galore. Little bit of a harass between these two heroes up top, but I doubt we'll actually see anything come of it. And this silencer with those 2 levels in the spear, or in the glaive, does so much damage. Radiant has to be careful. And this Andrew feels forced out of lane. Now with an ultimate, there is no... Oh, there is a point inside, so not quite no levels. But actually, Aerodorp is just going to pop the ghosts immediately.
Radiant have fortified their structures against attack.
I'm guessing this is a salve. Yeah, a salve and a raindrop. A very big pickup for the Snapfire as a Searbro. Has to be careful. Takes a lot of damage. Does have, obviously, that Oracle behind him. The heals are available. Gets gifted to Tango as well. I love those little pop-ups. But now, Andrew will recover himself up a bit, get his level 6. Maybe, oh, I missed the kill on the Faceless Void down bottom. That's unfortunate. Actually, Blue might be in trouble as well. Meanwhile, though, Anti-Mage does die up top to a dive. I'm just always looking in the wrong place. That was without a Rupture. That's honestly surprising.
Middle tower is under attack.
Now here we go in the mid lane. Now there's a level 6 available for Andrew. If Andrew can start to get some good damage in here, he may be able to look for something. Right now, struggling due to that spam from Narrowdorf, who just has unlimited rune control. There's actually a gank coming in too from Capgrass. It looked like it was just a ward placement at first, but now it's looking like a full-on gank. As Andrew is just walking underneath a ward, he will get spotted out, and Capgrass will just wait for GP to walk up. Meanwhile, they'll take out the Witch Doctor in the bottom lane. Faceless Void at least gets a courtesy kill out of it, or a consolation kill, not a courtesy kill. Yeah, right now, honestly, AM struggling, and Snapfire struggling. Look at that last hit differential. As, unfortunately, Andrew just can't get into range to deal with that damage, or deal good damage from that Scatter Blast. Cookie will not connect. Oh, and tries for the kill. But because that cookie didn't connect, the kill will also not connect. There's 3 bottle charges for Narrowdorp. So that was your chance, Andrew, and didn't quite work out for you. At least Andrew will get the ward. And they have managed to get a Rupture onto the AM. AM forced to blink away, but he actually takes a lot of damage trying to TP out. But Garner doesn't... Oh, the disarm as well. There's no way he'll have the damage. Oh no, you can't let this man get another regen, Andrew. The lack of mid-vision is just proving disastrous for this casting couch side, as Narrowdorf has just gotten every single rune and is just running away with the lane. Oh, and now up top, at least the one advantage is Garner's having the time of his life, forcing the AM to TP, getting a kill once AM leaves. Actually, they may look for a Chronosphere here. Indeed they will. One bash is there. There's still another Maledict tick that will finish him off. So the kill will go to the Witch Doctor, but you're just happy to get a kill. Now looking over at this net worth graph, unfortunately the Snapfire very far behind, but at least has the ability to deal good damage in teamfights regardless of farm. And also this AM, bottom of the course. Gonna have a very rough game, going for a Mask of Madness, not the battle period.
Should look to their top tower.
And with that tower, you have to imagine a gank's gonna come in onto the DP, and of course, literally as I say that, the gank comes in, but the cookie's not there! Another missed opportunity. Just so unfortunate. Maybe if Andrew had cookied the creeper or something, he would have gotten that, but these setups just aren't quite there, and it's causing them disastrous issues. And there's the global silences. Actually, I totally missed this gank.
Dire's top tower is
I am sorry. Oh, but it looks like Narrow Dorp might be in trouble. There's a Maledict ticking, which is good damage, as well as the creeps. You have to wonder, will not survive. The kill will go over to Garner. And in the meantime, Shady Souls gets a solo kill. And that's his Mask of Madness done, too. Oh, hold on. I see your message now, Impish Skate. It is game 2. And right now, tell you what, Casting Couch looking much better than last game. Holding on to this lead, or holding on to this network lead. It's very slight at the moment, but a very good start for their carry. I'm excited to see where this goes. Because, oh no, I think it's going to happen again. Wide Dorp, I think your time is limited. They brought in the Silencer, but the Maledict is there. And with that ultimate, that is a very, very dead Mars. And one more bash would be enough. He'll just Q forward, get the kill, and take out the Sap. So that's even a little bit more goal. So up top, Anti-Mage, not allowed to farm, has a Mask of Madness. Tread's Mask of Madness compared to Tread's Mask of Madness Wand. And 1,600 gold in the bank. Not going bottom. I don't think you can go bottom, buddy. I don't think that's a lane you can really farm. I don't know what this AM's going to do. The one upside for the side of Dorpstack is that Narrow Dorp is having a great time in this mid lane. Oh, a cookie is good. You will deny the rune, but this may actually cost him his life. But oh no, with that, suddenly, Narrow Dorp, I think, has overplayed your hand a little bit. As that is a very, very dead DP. And also, they've gotten a Rupture off. They still have a Chronosphere. And the Chrono, is it going to come out? Indeed it will. And a Mortar's Kisses. That is two very dead supports. And they're also going to look for Wide Dorp. He does get the consolation prize of Dops' Courier. But an excellent fight. They lose the Bloodseeker, who was worth quite a bit. And we'll see that 288 gold going to the Silencer, who does get the Int as well. But look at that money to catch up for the mid-Snapfire. And the money in the pocket of this leading Shady Souls Void. This AM doesn't even have an item queued up. And if he doesn't go Battle Fury, and he doesn't start farming and catching up this game, I think it's going to be very dangerous. And with that, Casting Couch, they take the top and middle tower, the two important towers, for themselves. Look at this, Dops is just positioned on the high ground just to not allow anything. And oh no, blue! Oh, unfortunately misses the Maledict. I think he's going to have to run. Oh, but look at this, Garner just going in. No fear, Sure Shot taking a lot of damage, but will not quite pop. However, there's risk for Wide Dorp. A big bit of damage, and then the follow-up stun, and Wide Dorp will fall. Now it's Narrow Dorp trying to get revenge, and Mars is actually bought back deep into the tier 2 tower, but Radiant already on the run. Casting Couch is already pretty much out of there. Barely hearing anything. Garner even taking the time up to farm. Will they be able to catch Garner here? I don't think they will. A nice Carapace from Dops will protect his Bloodseeker, and with that silence, they won't be able to chase under the tower. They'll cookie him out as well. There's a lot of stuns, a lot of disable. There is a hasted Mars in the area. I don't think he got swatted out. They'll find Dops. Probably going to go down here. Oh no, what a beautiful stun. Dops is going to have to do jukes of her lifetime, and she dodges the first one. However, the crit is there. They do manage to get the kill onto Dops. So something for that buyback, but still an excellent little play by Dops to mostly survive. And the whole time, Shady Souls going for that Manta, taking off. Could be a real threat in this mid to late game. Yeah. Andrew. His name is my name is Andrew, so I'm just going to call him Andrew. Andrew's going for That Aghanims, however, look at this play from Searball. Will get himself at least one bounty, maybe two. Though it looks like it'll only be one as he is farming up those creeps. If he gets caught, could be in trouble. Blinks out towards the rune. I think it may have been spotted. But I'm not totally sure. And meanwhile, excuse me, I don't even know how. I guess they got the Maledict onto him. They're so far away, I didn't even bother looking. And now, oh no, the next target is found. Now, Blue did use the ultimate for that last one, but oh, with that mouth tick, it's not even gonna matter. The Mars will drop. The Bloodseeker will use that speed to run away before it fades off. Oh, but they know Dops is here. They have sentries for Dops. Will it be enough? Well, Dops will eat a couple tower hits, which should reveal that ward. Yeah, there's nothing that Dire can do to really contest this. However, Dops is under the sentry. Will get spotted out. Oh no, there's a sentry, of course, as the attack came out while she was still invis. But they'll take the tower for free. Importantly, they're going to start making a move towards this anti-mage. If they catch this anti-mage, very big deal. Now, Faceless Void's in the area, and AM just blinked. Is he just going to pop the Crone? No, he'll actually get Sound Supplemental Manta it off, and that is a very, very dead AM. It's not even going to matter. And I'm sorry, Narrow Dorp, but I don't think your ultimate's going to matter either too much, or will it, as the silence comes out. And actually, they'll take out Shady Soul. A big kill for them. My name is Andrew. Does have access to the ultimate. Tries to cookie out Dops and will do so, and that is a very, very large amount of damage going down. Will the Maledict make it enough? It looks like it will, at least for the Mars. Oh, and there will be a Yules for the DP, so DP will survive. There's still one more tick. It won't be enough. However, they do get vision. There's no Aghanims, though, just yet. But overall, despite the Void dying, and a large chunk of gold going to the DP, this may just be a tier 2 tower. The Fortify should come out now, but it doesn't. So that minus armor, all the damage going in with no recourse. They may not actually get the tower here, unfortunately. Without the Faceless Void, it could be tough. Man, that Faceless Void was so close to living too. They know. Oh, are they going to be able to get the kill? The breaks there, but the stun will not connect. Unfortunately, the pushback was just enough to prevent the Witch Doctor from being able to deal a whole lot more damage. Obviously didn't have that Maledict off cooldown. Now Searball is going for that Battle Fury, but it will be quite delayed. And the question is, will they be able to find him in time? They're setting up, but I think he's going to blink deeper if he leaves, and indeed he will. The vision won't be there. Actually, looks like they want to make a play for Faceless Void. Will they be able to catch him out? It's a hard kill. It's a big ask. It looks like they will not find him. Garner's actually farming pretty well for himself as well. Going for the Yule Scepter now, having completed those Guardian Greaves. Oh, but with the Chronosphere, the AM is just dead up top. And maybe they want to try and find this Faceless Void. Unfortunately, some more missed abilities from Andrew there. The Invis Rune, however, will save. I don't know if you want to try and turn here. Because actually, yeah, now Shady Soul's going to go deeper. Doesn't have a Manta up for 8 seconds in the middle of a lot of heroes, but there's the damage from Dops. Dops will get the stun off onto both enemy heroes. And now, here comes Andrew. Oh, the Yules does do a lot to slow them down, but they'll take out the poor DP as well as the Mars, and now it's only a matter of time before the Silencer falls. A clean fight. And a big swing in their favor. As honestly, this Faceless Void just feels unstoppable. 9, 2, and 5 on Shady Souls. And the thing is all that they have to do is get a nice little two-man stun from Dops or Chrono. Whatever they have to do to get some lockdown, and then Andrew can just follow it up with the kisses. Out down bottom. AM going to successfully fight into blue, as unfortunately blue didn't quite have the casket bounces that he needed in order to secure that kill. So that is some gold. Battle Fury available for purchase. Searbro will try and leave. Silence is there. However, it looks like they're trying to bait and Garner here. He'll just instantly purge that silence, though. All of the Dire Heroes are coming down here, but I don't think this is a kill that you can easily get, even with the silencer. Yeah, he'll just walk away. He'll take the top tower. His 5 Dire Heroes have to contest a solo Bloodseeker. And now Dots on the move. There is a sentry up here. Actually 2. So Dops will not have much luck, but look at this. With the minus armor, combined with this Faceless Void, they're just going to tank down this Roshan, hopefully pretty quickly. Actually, Andrew's going to have to tank it a bit, and look at this. There is a rotation. They know, and Andrew may get caught out. He's used the cookie. Ooh, that is a very nice little Glimmer Cape, but I don't know if it's going to matter. There's the Global Silence as well. They've lost the Witch Doctor. Will they lose Andrew as well? It looks like they might. Oh, but there's the Chronosphere. As suddenly, oh, the Aghanims pick up as well. Will save Andrew. Andrew's still not going down. Will be forced to pop the ultimate, but doesn't actually get lashed up. And with that Rupture, they'll get the kill onto the Mars, and Dorp, Narrow Variety, will die, as well as the Silencer. The only survival is Searbro. Another walk right back into Roche. As somehow Andrew's surviving that fight. Oh boy. That'll be an Aegis for the Void. Already feels unkillable. And with that Aghanims, Andrew, he looks destined to get an initiation for his team and fulfill his duty. So they're actually currently looking wide Dorp under the tier 2. The spit is there, but unfortunately misses the mark. However, they found him anyways after he blinked up to the north side. And he's not even able to get anything off due to Dops' Carapace. And I've got to say, I just want to give a quick shout to Dops. Because that spiked Carapace, just the way that she's positioned herself, like in between teammates and enemies with spammy abilities to prevent those kills, get that reliable stun. Just been really nice to watch. Actually, he has a blink. Okay, but blink over the traditional meteor hammer, but it doesn't matter because she can afford to. So my name is Andrew. Going for the BKB, pretty traditional. We'll likely see that level 20 attack damage for Little Threader, and then start building into damage. Usually what we see out of these mid-snap fighters. See a full Lotus completed for Garner, so able just to really purge anything and protect his team. And then last, but not least on the side of Radiant Chorus, we have the BKB done for Shady Souls going into an MKB. Meanwhile, this poor AM has the Battle Fury. Oh no, actually got caught out! And there's no mana on Dops, but that's not going to matter as, they're going to catch him, I think. Indeed, they will. Dops, though, still has no mana to do anything. Question is, will they be able to catch him an additional time? Oh, Dops is right behind him. Going to be a close thing, but I think Searbro is going to manage to run out, and yeah, they're just going to elect not to chase. Knowing that it's probably not worth it. Take out Garner's Courier, but he doesn't actually successfully stop this wave, and Yeah, it looks like they're just going to go high ground. Shady Souls has nothing to fear. 2 minutes on the Aegis, it looks like. Yeah, just about 2.5. Yeah, what are you afraid of? You have a Lotus Orb, you have a BKB, you have an Aegis, and a Manta. And you're a Faceless Void. He'll just stand on this high ground and tank the damage. At some point, I imagine he'll hit Q. Yeah. Just heal right back up. There's the Greaves as well. Now, AM has cut the wave. They will not be able to continue this siege. However, they will just rotate it off to the mid lane. But at this stage, this is pretty much all that Seer Brawl can do until he gets that Manta style. The question is, will side of Casting Couch try to take this to the top, or will they just decide we have a siege creep, we'll just push in the mid lane? And it looks like they are going to take it top. Will they be able to get it in time is the question. Catapult's now fallen. I think they're probably going to get backdoor protection relatively soon. They're trying to do something to this Faceless Void, but really all they're doing is buying time for that backdoor. And we'll have to see. It is going to be enough, in fact. It's AM doing everything that he needs to do. And now AM is here. They're maybe looking for a fight. They'll catch the Bloodseeker. However, with a cookie... Oh, no, Shady Souls takes a lot of damage, but he gets the Chrono off, but he's going to die in this, so there's not going to be too much follow-up damage. Now, though, the ultimate comes out from Andrew. However, they're not able to quite take out Seer Brawl, and now suddenly it's in a little bit deep for Shady Souls. Seer Brawl is saved currently thanks to that Oracle ultimate, but that will drop, and now Wide Dorp will also fall to the Maledict, and Shady Souls Garner will clean up. Man, that backdoor protection is brutal. This is lane maintenance, making it nigh on impossible. Oh, they're trying to make it go onto blue, but that's an interesting decision. You have to be so careful. Dorpstack on the back foot here. Just a talentless. And I think with this, to be honest, Casting Couch are just going to take these 2 lanes of rats. They're not going to slow down with just one. And they don't have ultimates, so maybe they play a little bit more passive. No, they're actually going bottom. Oh, a big silence, a big stun as well. Actually, this could be a little bit dangerous. Dobbs pops the Carapace, but unfortunately it's not quite enough. And once again, Anti-Mage doing his best to cut waves, but there's waves bottom. There's nothing, you can't cut these waves. You're already mid. Get this sure shot. Actually gets stunned up, in a lot of trouble, but a nice arena. That'll push the Witch Doctor into it. Witch Doctor Blue getting in a lot of trouble, but actually still surviving. Will drop, though, due to the AoE damage from Seer Brawl, and they'll take out, as well, the Snapfire. So suddenly they have to be a little bit careful. Dorp will get the ultimate popped on him. Narrow Dorp, that is. Look at those Shady Souls. Just shows no fear. Going in on the Capgrass. Gets the first bash. Will he get another? Not yet. Does now. Now he turns his attention to Seer Brawl. 1 bash, 2 bash. A lot of damage coming through, and they'll pop him. And with the Carapace, Dops secures a 3rd kill on the Purge. And now it's Narrow Dorp. He survived. Last time, will he survive again? Yes, as they don't even care about him. GG is called. Casting Couch take game 2. We are going to a 3rd game. What a turnaround. I asked at the end of game 1 if they could do it. And they just proved that they can. Once again, I will give you all a second on the stat screen, and then I will cut us to a quick break. So, here we are. If you want to see the stats, please pause the video now. I can do a bit of a slow scroll if there's anything in particular that you want to see. But, yeah, I will see you all in the third and final game of the series. When I talked to Egg, he told me that it looked like it was only going to be 2 games, but he was wrong. Also, Impish Skate, thank you for following. Hope you're enjoying the cast. Oh, I see your question now too. If it wasn't clear, it was Dorpstack to win game 1. But I will be right back.